All right, guys, welcome. Happy Sunday, happy Easter. Today, I'm going to be talking about high yield savings accounts, the benefits of them, why I think you should have one. Remember, guys, I'm not a certified financial planner, but I'm just sharing with you my own experiences of what I've experienced when investing money. So if it's your first time here, please click the button down below, subscribe. I really appreciate it. So, getting into some points on why you should have a high interest yield savings account. Number one being is you have an interest rate, right? That's set by the Fed, the Federal Reserve. I use Barclays. I think it's at 1.5 right now. There's a lot what is going on with the economy, as most of you know, which is a little bit lower. But I'm still making money on my money that I put in that account since the beginning of the year. So traditional banks, they're going to offer interest rates that are super low, like 0.01%. So there's really no sense in having a savings account or leaving a ton of money in your checking account with your bank because it's really doing you no benefit, right? Your money's just sitting there, it's not growing. In my personal opinion, if you don't have money in a high yield savings account or the market or real estate and you have all this cash just sitting in your checking account, it's really doing you no benefit whatsoever. So that's a reason why you should have a high yield savings account. Your money's going to grow depending on how much money you put in there every year. Interest, I think last year, I had like $200 to $300 worth of interest that grew that year in my account. So that's better than having like $5, right? So not even really, but it's good to have that. And a lot of these accounts, you can transfer money in a day and it goes back into your checking account a day. I personally don't leave a whole lot of money in my checking account really ever. Maybe like $1,000 at the most. I don't use cash. I use a credit card for pretty much everything every month, and I pay that in full every month. And I keep the money in my checking account that I know are reoccurring bills every month. That money's going to be extracted out of that. But that's really the benefit of having the high yield savings account is just having your money to grow, right? Another benefit of having it is, let's say you're planning a vacation soon with your family, you're buying a car, in the next year you're buying a house and you've had money in the market for a while, but you want to take that money out because you don't really know what the market's going to do. Is right now you can see the market's been down. So that's another benefit of having that high yield savings account is that if you plan to have a really big purchase soon, like I said, like a car, a house, let's say you're taking your family on vacation, you're going to spend $5,000, right? It's good to have that money set aside because then you're going to be earning interest. And, the more money you have in that account, the more interest you're going to be earning on that as well. So that really sums up, I think, why it's a really good idea to have a high yield savings account. I think everyone should have one. Like I said, don't, use your traditional bank. Like I use Wells Fargo, it's like 0.01%. So there's really no sense in putting your, savings with a traditional bank because the interest is, little to none. It's really nothing. So, there are many institutions out there that have high yield savings account. They're all going to have different fees. Some of them require minimum balances you should have. I think Barclays, which I use, I don't think there's a minimum balance. So that's a good one I would recommend. But all of them are going to have interest rates. And you should definitely look at various ones and see the benefits that they each offer. But yeah, I think to sum it up, I think having the cash, having that grow with interest, and then having that cash for big purchases, like I said, a house, a car, a vacation that you're planning with your family soon, and that's only going to benefit you by having that account over the long term. Thanks, guys.